Hey everyone. I'm here just to show you what all the new items do that I've created for UEC. I affectionately call them fancy items. As you can see, this is my fancy items manual. So this is actually a book that you're going to get at the start of the game, and it just shows you the crafting recipes and what they result in. It's just a reference so that you don't need to take notes during this video or anything. The main point of this video is to show you what they actually do. Also, if you need inventory space during the game and you want to get rid of that book, then when you need it, you can actually just type the command manual and you get a new one. Okay, first off, we have colored flares. So as we can see here, it takes 5 pieces of paper, 1 gunpowder, and 1 flint and steel to make a colored flare. So let's just grab those and drop them in there. And here we go. We get 3 flares out of it. The main point of flares is to signal to a teammate, for instance, where you are. So just click on the ground, right click, green flare has been released, and boom, there it goes. So that's a useful way if you get lost from your teammates, or maybe you want to distract the opponent actually. That's one thing you can do with them. Another thing you can do is I've actually modified how they work so that they injure players now. They didn't used to injure players. So if it's right near me, ooh, that hurt quite a bit. It would be kind of tricky to get into a position where you can actually have a flare go off right next to the player. So if you can get there, it's pretty valuable and it'll do a lot of damage. The color of the flare, joining the red team now, and you can see on my name, I'm red. The color of the flare is based on what team you're on. So you don't need to worry about that at all. It's just going to work automatically. Everybody starts off with 3 flares automatically. This is how you can craft more, but you don't need to if you don't want to. That's flares. Next up is ender pearls. Normally you only get an ender pearl if you kill an enderman. And endermen are rare and not that easy to kill in UEC. For those of you unaware, you can throw an ender pearl and where it lands, you'll teleport there. And that takes 2.5 hearts of damage. So we decided we want ender pearls to be easier to get because they're very useful. So there's actually a crafting recipe for it now. And that way you don't have to kill endermen to get them. And it does 1 heart of damage instead of 2.5 hearts of damage. So all it takes is 3 redstone, 2 clay. It can be any order. Now, in a case like this where you're actually crafting multiple items, if it's one of these fancy new items that I've created, I highly encourage you not to shift click on it. Just click as many times as it takes to pick them all up. There's a bug in this version of Bukkit which makes shift clicking in this situation end up with really, really weird results. You just don't want that, trust me. So here we have our ender pearls, and that tooltip is showing up weird for some reason. And we'll just toss that. Oop. Here we go, only 1 heart of damage. Can I land on it? Oh, killer. Look at that. So yep, pretty cool. Super easy to get around now, and should be a lot more valuable in UEC, I think. Next up, we have the Find Familiar egg here. So you can see that takes 4 bones and 1 egg in the middle. Let's grab those. Same type of situation. Do not shift click. Just click multiple times. That's all. So all we do, right click. There he is. He's my familiar. He'll follow me if I walk away. Hey, buddy. Can make him sit. Now, one thing you should probably be aware of is if you take one of these eggs and you click on another dog that's already here, it makes a baby instead, which cute, but is otherwise useless. Oh, and before I forget, Kellen here is going to help show off a little problem with the wolves. You'll notice we're both on the red team. There's okay, he's okay. He's all right. We're both on the red team, and we both have dogs, but there's still the chance that if one of us accidentally punches the other, our dog will attack. So Kellen is going to try to take down this tree, and I'm just walking around, and oh, he hit me. Oh, now my dog is chasing him. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, be careful, because I just lost a teammate to the endless horizon. Next up, we have the glider. Now, this is my second favorite item out of the batch, actually. It's pretty cool. Just takes 3 feathers and 4 sticks. So the crafting recipe, here it is. 3 feathers along the top as the wings, and 4 sticks along the bottom and middle as the handle. So here we go. We've got 2 of them. Now, if you've ever played in creative mode, let's actually hop in there now. You can hit spacebar twice, and you can fly around. Of course, when you're in survival mode, you can't do that. You can, for 5 seconds, if you use a glider. You got to make a quick escape. Start running. Pop a glider. There you go. You're gone. He can't touch you. Now see how it just dropped me there? You got to be careful. You don't want to be too high because you will take fall damage if it cuts you off 5 seconds in. Another thing that they could be useful for is in a situation like this, I want to climb this mountain, but I want to do it quick. All right, just fly up. Oh, there we go. Top of the mountain, just like that. Next up, we have something that we call Hunter's Vision. Technically, it's really just a splash night vision potion. And we decide rather than needing you to get into potion brewing and all that, which never really happens in UEC, we wanted to just create a simple recipe to be able to get a night vision potion. That recipe is a spider eye and a bottle of water. To get a bottle of water, you just have to take 3 glass, put them like this, and you've got 3 glass bottles out of it. Then you just take those bottles to a little pool of water, right quick, and you've got water. Then we just have to toss it in here and one of those, and boom, we've got Hunter's Vision. It's a splash potion because we're playing in teams, so this way you can use one potion on multiple people. So here we go. There's a little cave back here. Can't really see back there very well because it's too dark, so let's splash a little bit of night vision. Oh, look at that. Clear as day. Beauty. So maybe you can get the jump on someone in a cave or at nighttime or something like that. Night vision will also help you see underwater. I currently don't have night vision, and if I hop in here, you'll see it's very dark. It's very hard to see very far at all. And now I will show you what it looks like with night vision. And now, as you can see by the little spirals flying around in my face, I've got night vision. Let's hop in the water. So it's still not super clear down here, but it's a little bit better than if it were pitch black, right? Kellen's back with us, and he's going to help me show you the next item, which is knockback snowballs. Regularly, when you throw a snowball at someone, it barely pushes them back at all, and it doesn't do any damage at all. Knockback snowballs, here's the crafting recipe, is a piston and any number of snowballs. So you can see here, just put a piston in there, and we could put 1 in and get 1 back, but that kind of wastes the piston. So we can put in any other number, and it'll give you all those back again. Knockback snowballs, by contrast, push it back a great distance, sometimes kind of in a random direction. That's okay. and they still don't do any damage, but if, you know, we're brawling a bit and it's getting a bit too hot, he's in my face, I gotta get rid of him, then there we go. He's gone, I'll run away, all is good. Oh yeah. And that's knockback snowballs. Next up, we have my absolute favorite item out of the batch, the smoke bomb, and Kellen is going to help me show that one off again. The smoke bomb, as we can see here, the smoke bomb is 3 coal and 1 gunpowder. Now, you can use regular coal for it, or you can use charcoal if you want. And it can be in any orientation. Doesn't really matter.
Wow.
And he's gone! Just so you know, the idea of smoke bombs is not for sneak attacking, but sneaking away. Again, like the knockback snowball and the glider, it's a way to try to get away if things are feeling too hot. So as you can see, I'll go invisible. And I'm clicking on him right now. I can't actually hit him. But now I'm visible, and there we go. Next up, we have the Tracker's Jacket. Sneaking around, trying to track somebody. Trust me, you want the Tracker's Jacket. Takes 1 leather chest plate and 8 ink sacs. Make a leather chest plate. Boop. Surround it with these bad boys, and you've got a Tracker's Jacket. Awesome. So, you're trying to track someone, follow them without them seeing your nameplate by crouching here, and you're moving real slow. They're moving at a regular pace. It's hard to keep track of them. It's hard to keep this as a fun part of the game. Enter the Tracker's Jacket. Now, you can sneak. Whoa. And it looks like we're moving super fast. We're actually just moving at walking speed. It looks faster because of the crazy field of view here. So this way, you can track someone, and they can't see your nameplate, and it's much more interesting and less tedious than it would otherwise be. So have fun with that. And finally, this is not a new item. If one player kills another player, then the dead player now drops a golden apple for free. So that's just a nice way for the successful PvPer to recoup their damage from the fight they just had. I guess we'll fight. Oh no! He has a diamond sword! Let's see the golden apple. Oh yeah! And that concludes the item showcase. Are you excited for UEC? Because I certainly am.